Bring in men's basketball analysis now, Aaron Cooney. Now, Aaron, the Pioneers had a pretty darn good week. 1-1 there, played well against Houghton at times, but one guy really for Houghton controlled the game and really took over for that Highlander ball club.
Definitely. Yannick Anzalone, what can be said about him? 31 points, 21 rebounds. Came into a little foul trouble in the first half, ended up with 2 fouls, took him out of the game, came back in the second half, just took control of the whole game. 21 points in the second half, just dominated this Point Park team. There's no answer for him.
You know, he actually got into some foul trouble there early on in the ball game, but when he got back in, he does it from the outside and he can do it from the inside, Aaron.
You saw with that rebound there at the end. Off the free throw, Point Park looking to get back into this game. He was the lone guy there setting up for the rebound. The rest of that team was setting up for defense just in case Point Park got the rebound, was able to come back down. But Yannick Anzalone, all by himself, gets a rebound and gets fouled and ends Point Park's hopes there with 2 free throws.
It was a really tough game there for the Pioneers with the loss. Let's go back a little bit now, go into Tuesday, and Josh Trocchio just had an outstanding ball game from the outside. But on Saturday against Houghton, he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, well, in our Coach's Corner segment, you talked to assistant coach Boubon, and he talked a little bit about maybe Trocchio being keyed in on by teams' defenses in their game plan. And I think that's what we saw here against Houghton. He only took 6 shots that whole game. Towards the end of the game, Point Park was looking to hook him up, get him some open looks, but it wasn't happening. Most of the time they would shift over, maybe cheating over 2 guys to cover Trocchio, make sure he didn't get an open look.
It's 1-1 in the conference. They're off a little while, and they have a game tomorrow, Wednesday, against Buffalo State, a non-conference game. So really one that can go either way. It's not really going to hurt you in the conference record at all. But then they have one on Saturday at home against Roberts Wesleyan in a big game for them. They don't want to drop to 1-2 in the conference before Christmas break.
Oh, you definitely don't want that. You don't want to go into the holidays within the back of your mind. You're 1-2, looking at the probably bottom part of the North Division there in the AMC standings. You want to come off strong and set yourself off for a great second half of the season. You also get a couple guys that will be eligible in the second half of the season here coming up in the semester.
Yeah, Gerald Warwick, the transfer from Northeast, that's really going to be a big factor. That's a big guy at about 6'8".
Definitely. We only got to see him really in warm-ups here. He can pretty much shoot from just about anywhere. He's a bigger guy. Would really help this Point Park team, especially in size. We can't really say anything until we get to see him play in this Point Park offense, but I think it will be a great addition to this team.
Aaron, thank you very much. You can listen to the game on Saturday at the MSA Sports Network. Just go to msasports.net.